I was super tired. I was literally about to get in bed, and I had this thought for a YouTube video, and now I can't go to bed, okay? Here's why. When you start doing something that you're passionate about, that you enjoy, I enjoy coming on here and sharing videos, and this channel is here to help you become the best version of yourself and become more successful in any area of your life. When you're doing something that you find satisfaction in, and it's almost like one could say potentially your calling, you could describe it that way, or what you were meant to do, or what your thing is. um it energizes you. Okay, I went from fuck, I'm about to go to bed, like, oh man, I'm so tired, now I'm lit up, I can't even go to bed. It would take me an hour to fall asleep right now. I just had to make this video about this because this is an experience that I've had, and something that is just a key indicator in my life, of when I'm doing something and I'm on the right path. Okay, when I was in sales, I would go out to a sales appointment. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, please cancel. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to the door, please. Like, oh, like, when I knock on that door, they better not answer. Okay. But when I'm on here making a YouTube video, it's like life to me. It's like your spirit gives you life. And I want you to find that thing that gives that to you. It doesn't have to be the thing that makes you the most money, but it's that thing that gives your spirit life, okay? Um, it could be anything, man. You could be a carpenter. You could be making YouTube videos as well. You could be making music with the Scarlet Solo. Should I put that in the affiliate link? All right. You could be reading. You could be writing books. Okay. Your thing could be building Legos. Okay. What is that thing that gives your spirit life when you do it? I want you to think about that. Okay. Sometimes it's maybe just busting out the guitar and just writing a new guitar riff. Maybe it is video gaming. I don't know. Often that's a cope, but sometimes there's people that it's just like, I love, I want to be the best Madden player, which I'm pretty good at Madden, but I don't want to be the best Madden player. I can assure you that. But what is that thing that gives your spirit life? If you can figure out that thing, sometimes it is like a spiritual thing, like going to tell people about Jesus on the street or whatever. That could be something as well. Being a preacher or something like that could also be something that gives your spirit life. But what is that thing that gives your spirit life? Not the thing that you're doing for the money, the thing that your soul sings when you do it. Like, you just love the act. I've seen people that literally are doing like a specific business, and that's like, let's just say Cody Sanchez. Okay, Cody Sanchez, if you know who that is, doing business stuff, gives, it has to give her spirit life. She's fired up about that concept, helping other people make money. That's like what gives her spirit life. Okay, it could be freshwater fish. It could be freshwater fish and breeding a specific thing in captivity. I know, I'm sure my dad experienced this. It wasn't his ultimate calling, but it was definitely a part of his journey. He had these like rare parrots. I can't remember what they were, some sort of macaw, and apparently they didn't breed in captivity, and he actually figured out how to get them to breed in captivity. He was always really good with birds. When he had kids and stuff, he couldn't really have birds anymore, but that, I'm like, that he had a pet owl, he had a pet crow before the police took it, because that's illegal. Yeah, macaws and all that stuff, and that thing, that's what had to make his spirit sing, just going out and being in nature. Okay, what is that thing for you? I want you to just think about that right now, because life is too short to be going to your shitty ass job and just getting the life sucked out of you, okay? And that leads me into my next point. The more we spread around our energy, the less we have to let our spirits sing, so to speak, okay? So the more buckets we're putting our hand in, or the more industries we're in, with the more spread out, the more stress we have, the less energy we have to do that thing that makes our spirit sing. And maybe that thing is literally painting, okay? Like this custom painted picture right here that I did not do, but I would love to take credit for. Maybe it's plants. You could be really into plants. What is that thing that makes your spirit sing? Okay, it is out there. It exists. Have you ever had that thought? Like, what is that thing? Okay, you're not meant to just work a job. Your spirit could sing when you do your job if it's in something that you're passionate about. Maybe you have like, let's look at Joseph in the Bible. He was like a very specific character that ended up becoming like the second in command in Egypt. And I'm sure he felt, great about, hey, you don't have to be the boss man. You don't have to be the alpha. He helped the Pharaoh or whatever it was become very wealthy, okay? He had the skills to be able to do that, and that's what he did, okay? Some people, other Bible characters, were good at just going out and having uncomfortable conversations, and that's the prophet people, okay? Some people just love having uncomfortable conversations, all right? And they love ruffling feathers and things like that. And you know what? Whether you like Charlie Kirk or not, I'm sure that's what he wanted to do, okay? He was a divisive person, some would say, and that was his thing, man. He went and he did it, and he did it to the best of his ability, okay? Whether you like him or not, you have to give him credit for that. Kobe Bryant, dude, basketball, you could be basketball. Like, he wanted to be the best. He had that Mamba mentality, which I love. When I encapsulate the Mamba mentality on the basketball court, it's not about winning. It's never about winning. It's about making the other team lose. All right? So what is that thing that makes your spirit sing? And I want you to do that as much as possible, because when you do that, you could even look at it from a spiritual perspective, whatever, law of attraction, law of vibration. You are now in the correct vibration. Whatever you want to say, you're in God's will. You're in fate, your fate or your destiny. Whatever that thing is, however you want to do that. But this concept that comes out of the Bible is when you're attached to the vine, so Jesus is basically saying, I am the vine and you are branches, okay? I am the source and you are the extensions of the source, okay? And when you're attached to me, I give you life. And when you're not attached to me, you do not have that life, okay? Whoever like eats and drinks my words will never be hungry again, is a phrase that he uses, okay? So just think about that concept. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, just think about that concept. When you are in the right place, you get life, okay? Even if the situation isn't amazing, it's that feeling of life that you get. Okay, maybe you get life from just being a parent. Maybe you just want to be a parent, okay? And we don't need to overcomplicate things. Just when you are doing what makes your spirit sing, that is where you need to be, okay? And you could say, hey, look, this is where Christ wants me to be at, okay? So that's what I'm thinking about right now. And let me clock this time right here. It is exactly 1:57 a.m. I can't go to bed. I'm wired. I'm lit up here because I have to talk about things that I like sharing my thoughts. And you know what gives me life? You know what will turn me from being dead inside to literally just like I just did some coke energy. It's when I help somebody become the best version of themselves and they become successful in life. It's when I identify a problem and I see somebody like that says, oh, I want to accomplish this, and I'm like, boom, I know the solution, here you go. And that person's like, oh shit, that was awesome. Okay. So that's what I like to do. I really like helping people become the best version of themselves, and hopefully karma exists. If I keep putting good stuff out, eventually good stuff comes back. So have a wonderful day, and share this video with a friend if you found it encouraging, or comment something good or bad, depending on how you